Games new to me. Please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, Rob here for Games New to Me. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. It's a long weekend, so you may still be enjoying it. But either way, I hope it was a great weekend for you. And today, I've got a really cool story for you. And this is just one of those things that's unexpected that just happened to me. So I hope you're as pleased with it as I was. It was just a really, really cool thing that happened to me. You guys know that I like drones. I like quadcopters, drones, all that stuff. And I kind of got into the hobby, I don't know, about a year ago, maybe a little more, like a year and a half ago. No, probably about a year ago. Let's go with that. Anyway, and one of the first drones I bought was a Cheerwing. I don't remember the model, but it was a Cheerwing drone that I got on Amazon. I think it was like $60 or something like that. It was a great learning drone, just fantastic. And yeah, so I took it outside one day after I'd already gotten fairly good at piloting. Not great, don't get me wrong, I'm still not great, but decent enough to where I felt comfortable flying it outside and kind of being a bit more adventurous. And I flew it up over the house, and I don't know if there was a gust of wind or if I flew too high, but whatever happened, the little drone just suddenly took off sideways, flew way up in the sky. I'm talking about really high up, and disappeared. I was, of course, dismayed, but I said, all right, let me get in the car. It couldn't have gone that far. And I go driving around, and I stop at the different houses that I thought, just judging by the trajectory that it took off on, word could have gone. And I spoke to the neighbors, and we looked in their backyard and so forth and so forth. And I did this with a few neighbors, and nobody found anything. Fast forward several months, and remember, this happened in spring of 2017. Fast forward a few months to January 2018, and I am once again in one of my favorite places, which is, yes, alright, it's an addiction. I was at Goodwill looking for Star Wars figures and possibly some video games, but I didn't find any video games. I did find some action figures, so that was really cool, and I may talk about that later in another video, but that's neither here nor there. I found some Star Wars figures, and that's good enough. But anyway, as I enter the store and I check one of the first places, which is the glass counter where they keep the more pricey stuff behind. Sometimes they have RC stuff, sometimes they have drones, sometimes they have all sorts of stuff. My phone rings. And I pick up the phone and I look, and it's a number I don't recognize. And I'm thinking, maybe it's a telemarketer or whatever. But something tells me, no, go ahead and answer the phone. Go ahead and answer the phone. And so I answer the phone, and I hear a young man's voice say, "Hi, this is." I don't know if he introduced himself, but he says something like, "Hi, are you the one who lost a drone? I found a drone in the backyard, and it has your phone number on it, so I called it, and I'm just checking to see if you lost a drone." And I'm just like, holy crap, I did lose a drone. You found it? That's amazing. It disappeared in early spring. Maybe it was late spring. I don't know, it was already warm weather, so it couldn't have been that early. And I tell him, hey, look, I'm really thrilled that you found it. I'm in the store right now, so let me go ahead and go home, and when I get home, I'll give you a call back, and we'll take it from there. And I asked him if that was okay, and he said, yeah, sure, absolutely. So I continue shopping. I'm looking around. As I said, I found some action figures. Let me take a sip here. I found some action figures, and I pay for them. And all the time I'm thinking about this phone call. And I'd already replaced the drone with several others. I'd already replaced it with one exactly like it. I'd already bought a GPS drone. I was gifted a drone. I also bought a couple of cheap indoor drones. So I am set for drones. I even bought at Goodwill. I bought a little Air Hogs indoor drone. which is fun. It's a good bang around kind of thing. It's not a spectacular flyer, but it's fun. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I think this kid, he really took the initiative. He picked up the phone. He saw the number. He called up a stranger, and he's asking about the drone. He's trying to do a really cool thing here. I'm thinking, what can I do for this kid? I mean, I don't really need the drone back. I'm not even sure if it works. Maybe it does work, but he's not going to be able to test it without the controller and without the batteries and all that, and the battery that's in there is probably dead. So I called him back, and I said, hey, look, I've already kind of written that drone off, and I've replaced it several times over, but if you'd like it and you think you could get it working, would you like the controller, the charger, and a couple of extra batteries, and see what you can do with it? And I'll play a snippet of audio, because I actually recorded the phone call. It's Virginia. It's cool to record the phone call. I'm just going to play like a few seconds of it, so you're not going to get... It's not a huge violation of anybody's privacy, and it's legal in Virginia, so nobody freak. And he was just so excited. He's like, yeah, absolutely. Here, let me play that video. I was actually thinking about this drone, and I've replaced it since, because it's been a few months. So I was thinking, I have the remote control for it, I have spare batteries for it, and I can probably find a charger. If it was of interest to you, you're more than welcome to the controller and the charger, and see if you can get it to work.
Thank you.
I mean, if that interests you, by all means.
Yeah. Yeah, because I lost a drone a couple months ago, too.
Yeah, sorry, I meant audio. But you hear, he just instantly perks up. And he's just all excited. And I'm thinking, this is the coolest thing ever. This kid did something nice, and I'm doing something nice for him. And I really, really like that. So I found the charger. It's a small little USB, almost looks like a dongle, a little key fob type thing. It's USB. You just plug the battery into it, and it charges the battery. And it's a standard little thing. It's not even a cable. It's actually a little, like, I don't know, like a dongle. And so I found all that stuff. I found the controller, which I was trying to modify before. So I forgot to tell him that little modification that looks like it's an antenna port actually doesn't do anything. But anyway, I put all this stuff in the box, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? That drone has been in a tree, not very high, but like about head level, in a tree for all these months. And as much as I'm trying to do a nice thing for this kid, I'm not sure this thing is going to work. And I didn't want him... I mean, yeah, it's fun to play around with it, and he was excited about that, but I thought to myself, you know what? I want to make sure that something that he gets from me actually flies. So I took the little AirHogs indoor drone that I had, and I put it in the original Cheerwing box for the drone that I'd lost, and his dad came by. I had a nice talk with him. Really nice man. Told him he had a great kid. And I gave him the box with the AirHogs drone and all the parts, the extra propellers. I think there's a couple of extra motors I gave him. Obviously the controller. And yeah, so I really hope he gets a kick out of all that stuff. And his dad told me that he had recently lost a drone himself. And when he was notified that there was a drone in a tree in the backyard by one of his friends on Facebook or something like that, he thought it was his drone. So he was kind of surprised when he pulled it down. It happened to be my drone that's been missing for several months. So I don't know what position it was hanging in that tree. It's possible that if it was hanging just right, that rain wouldn't necessarily have penetrated it too badly, and the motors might still work and what have you. Especially if he let it dry out and it was completely dry, it might work okay. I have no idea. But yeah, that's my weekend story that I just felt really, really good about, and I wanted to share with you guys, because you know what? If you do something nice for someone, I think it's important that the lesson be taught that comes right around back to you. So, be good to your fellow man, because that's how karma works. He felt good by calling me, letting me know he wasn't sure what to expect, and I felt good for giving him the drone, and the other drone, and the packaging, and the pamphlet, and the controller, and all that stuff. And I just absolutely, it just put a smile on my face to know that, hey, it's not like the biggest reward in the world, but who knows? If it works, he's gonna have fun with it. It's a fun little drone to fly. It's got a camera, which I hope still works. I don't know what works on that drone. I haven't seen it in months. But yeah, so that's my weekend story, and I just wanted to share because it just brought a big smile to my face. So anyway, guys, do any of you fly drones? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what drones you have. I'm thinking of upgrading to something a little bit more fancy, something with a better GPS signal, probably a Hubsan follow me type drone. The one that can circle around you and record you, the one that can fly up to 20 miles per hour while following you as long as you're holding the controller. You don't actually have to steer it or anything. And I kind of use drones mainly to shoot video, and that's the reason I kind of got into the hobby. Now, they're fun to fly, don't get me wrong, but the reason I got into it was because of the just being able to see things you wouldn't normally be able to see. Even with Google Maps and Google Images and all that, there are some things that you're just not going to see unless you're way up high or you've got a drone with a camera. So I'm thinking about getting a new drone that has a lot more possibilities, but we'll see how that goes because that's kind of expensive. Anyway, guys, let me know about your weekend. To my subscribers, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being with me. It means the world to me. If you just stumbled across this channel, this video, or me, won't you hit that candy-like subscribe button and give me a fighting chance to win you over full-time? You'll not only be helping to grow this fantastic community, you'll not only have my most sincere gratitude, but most importantly, and if YouTube is working correctly, you'll always be notified whenever a new video goes up on the channel. This is Rob for Games New to Me saying, what goes around comes around. Be good to your fellow man, because they'll be good to you. Until next time, guys, be good to each other, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.